All right, come on, God.
I'm allowed to be here to present possibility information on the project that we're working on. We'd like to acknowledge the development of whatever that turns out to be. That's what it's going to be. Right? So, positive about this discussion. Right? So, we know there's things going on. Mathematics is our guideline. That's from 1 to 9. So we're going to go from 1 to 9. We're going to see. All right? So there's no need to take like 3 sides or this one's right, that one. We're not on that. Let's just take it to the math. We're in season. We say it's not good. That's the season. You know, we have so many talented gods and earths, you know, and their children as components that can add on to any project that we want to do. And why I say that is why I'm with that about making business. And please, outside conversation, that you love to do that outside, please. All right, so as I say, it's a mindset, all right, because you have to be present in order to get the present. You have to be present. Okay, so we are on a campaign of renewing our history and coming together in a unified manner to get things done. All right, so that's the mindset that we are appealing to nation citizens, members, however you like to refer to, about this. This is a project dealing with all of us, all right? And we want to keep it that way. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you a little update. Well, we developed what's known as a fact. It's called an FAQ. I'm sure some of y'all are familiar with that. That's just like some facts, okay? And so you have these facts. So in that way, you have a baseline and a general idea, all right, of what's going on. All right? Now, let's take one little step back. One little step back is this. All right, I'm Tamari, Bilal is involved, Doug is involved, Hashim is involved, Black Justice is involved. You know one of those things. All right? That's 5 of us who got together. We just had a common idea about ABC 2120. What's to do? All right? This is an add-on to what had already been developed over the past 10, 15 years from working on this. Yet, I want everyone to be clear. We're dealing with the here and now. We spend a lot of time, you know, putting our credibility in front of y'all. Regarding our brother, regarding our intentions of dealing with something as large as this, because we talk about for generations to come. All right? Allah did the thing, but he did it on his own. Right? Now we have an opportunity to work collectively and also get some serious results for generations to come. All right? Because what was done back in the 60s, that was him. He didn't have nobody going to Gracie Mansion and talking to these people and all. He did that on his own. And even some of us, and I've been around since the 70s, right, was anti-politics. And the man never wasn't there. You know? So we have to be mindful sometimes when we're, you know, energized and motivated and we kicking it about stuff. And again, we take a step back and see if we're really in line with the man's teachings. You know? And check yourself and don't be so far ahead and feel like you were so much of a big eye that you can't check for somebody that's not been here before you. Even at your age, whatever that may be. Because when I see the audience here, except for a sprinkling, it's a mature audience. know that I'm vibrant, I'm energized, I work with young people every day, and I'm not on no pills and all that other kind of diabetes, high blood, none of that. All right? And that's rooted in this teachings from very early on. You know, whatever worlds, you know, and whatever was happening, I know about it, was doing it, pretty much. All right, so this ain't no holy man from Massachusetts before you. You understand? Though I want y'all to be clear. The 60s wasn't kind to a lot of our brothers. All right? And what I mean by that is they left here on some messed up terms, health issues, in many instances preventable diseases. All right? So me, in MPPs now, I'm about the business of showing the God, you know, it's a man conversation, not to exclude women, but I'm talking about men, you know, and the woman is an excellent caretaker. You need to partner up. Help. You know what I'm saying? That's another conversation, though. So, as I'm saying, that as men, we want to show an example of good health. And what it looks like to be vibrant in your 60s, not with a bag, not with pills, not running back and forth, not with canes and all these other, and these are things that we may have went through in our life journey. All right? You know what I'm saying? We have received the information, we have received the template on what to do and what not to do. You know, people scream about 85 and this and that, and then they eat like people that's supposed to be 85, they eat better than them. And a lot of this stuff, this disease stuff, we think is diet, though. So I don't want to go too far, but we can have a whole parliament about that. With screenings and this and all these gods and earths that know all about this healthful living and all that. We need to be great, just like I said earlier. Unify about these things and keep one another living, keep one another healthy. You know what I'm saying? Obesity and all the Negro problems is at our doorstep. We're supposed to clean that up. So, because we talking about fear in somebody, big man and all that, y'all know the lessons, right? Right? Okay, so therefore, when you move a certain way, low key, you showing fear. If you're not dominating, they lying and you ain't talking. No, you in fear. Oh, damn, I tried to get my credit right, but we need to do that to move forward with certain things. Now, so here we go. All right. The facts. FAQ. Let's deal with the facts. So it's the 5 brothers that have reached out to the nation. So others are adding on as I speak. All right, so don't take the impression that it's only 5 brothers and they ain't talking to nobody and they making all the decisions and they talking to these people in government and they don't talk to nobody about where they going to ski and all of these things. We're not on that like that. Just bear with me a second, and I know for the interest of time, but it's important that we begin to have this conversation about how we can work together, regardless of our past history. You know, we have to be systems more involved in terms of they can the same questions. A lot of mention about all God, right? So my thing was, and how she got on this, but I said, well, you know, if we're going to do all God, then let the sisters go meet somewhere else and the same stuff that we talk about, let them talk about. And then we come back together and see what they said, and see what they said, and then let's go. All right. At some point, and I know some of y'all might have, at some point,
peace.
So what I'm saying is that
What up, Shah?
we wisdom,
century. That's what you're looking for. So everything that we're seeing in this day and time, everything that's supposed to be bad is good, and everything that's good is bad. So we know that the wisdom now is century is unlike man, then we understand that we need to reverse that polarity. So in this day and time of what's going on in America, society, women are deeply involved in operations of things because of their skill set. You can't turn a blind eye on that. All right? And I know that there are certain things that was done in the past, and that's the way about women. And he also wanted people to let the sisters wear bathing suits. He got people started asking them about how his skin was going to be shown and he cut it off. So right there, that shows you that he had it. He knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's just the people like Shasha used to say to us all the time. He said, a lot of us say, y'all, you wouldn't be savage. That's what Shasha used to say all the time. Because they were growing. So we are growing. So we don't have to feel like we got an identity crisis about when we let the sisters get up and give input about certain things that they know about. I'm not talking about how to run your household. I'm talking about how to run theirs that's successful. You know, and we have to give that respect. And if you're not comfortable with that, because you see it, then don't let them participate. Okay? But if you are, then let it be. Because they tried that over there in one of the other little countries, right? And then they say, well, if you don't wear the head wrap and whatnot, you can't come to work. Well, they didn't come to work, and then there was no operations. The country couldn't work. So let us not, you know, be, how you say, not aware of current events. All right? So as we move forward with our dialogue about this here, as we move forward with our dialogue about this, we want to be more inclusive. All right, here we go. All right. Now, this is real quick, and I'm going to read this. If you want to have it on the screen, the next time we'll do all that. My brothers, they're a little more high tech and all like that, so, you know, they're a little bit better. So I can do it like that. I got to work myself into it. Number one, do we have ownership of the land? Answer, no. The New York City Department of Finance is the deed holder to the site. You heard that, right? That's number one. Number two, how do we obtain ownership of the site? Answer, New York City Mayor's office will work with us on the transfer of land to us, provided that our project meets the needs of the community. Well, we always have been meeting the needs of the community, and we're going to continue to do that. But we're going to put together a project that they can see and that they can stamp on that.
Right, this camping go. Good.
Number three, what will the project duration be? How long is the project? We're projecting a 3-year design period as we get it now, followed by a 2-year construction period. So they're talking 4 to 5 years. All right? 2 years to get it designed, 2 years to build. All right. Is there number 4? Is there a building project that is already built that we can tour as an example? Yes. The building is on 116th Street. It's known as the Kalahari. All right? But this is kind of like state-of-the-art building. It has a beautiful ground floor, amenity spaces, a restaurant, and theaters that transform into banquet spaces with seats contracted into the wall. This is just an example like, oh, well, what could, you know, some really nice construction look like? Okay? So that's why that example is good. Will the project create opportunities for young people to get hands-on? This is number 5. On training in design and construction skill trades and jobs. Yes, we will include opportunities for members of the community receive job training skills. And of course, that means us first. We are trying to do as much in-house stuff as possible in terms of participation, okay? But any of y'all that know involved in contracts and construction, that there is ways to get certain things done, and there's trade-offs and all of that. So our mission will be to definitely be inclusive of family and community. Yeah? We'll see as we move forward. In fact, and that should be for any construction project. You know, the contract should include us. So regardless of the direction, there are certain things that we are kind of putting forth as being the research group, so to speak. 4 or 5, we refer to ourselves, that no matter what the neighborhood or the area, when you're dealing with municipality and things of that nature, that, you know, we, so in dealing with that, we want to make sure that we are inclusive, all right, and that we are developing opportunities for the people that are behind us. All right, we're talking about generations to come. We are talking about young ideas, attitudes, young ladies. Not the people that's really just trying to put it together and be able to say, you know, this is what we're working with. Because when you're 60-something years old, 50-something years old, and you still got to be the forefront of spearheading projects with no young people behind you, that's kind of an imbalance. You know, so we are definitely appealing to everyone here. Right? Niece, nephew, sister's kid, own biological, whatever. Young, smart mind, you know, influenced by this knowledge on some level. Bring them. We trying to grow. We trying to grow. You know, we don't need to continue to have the conversation about, oh, we about the young, where the young people at. So go in your own home. You know, oh, well, they don't know the whole 120 lessons. So what? You know it, right? Cover them. Show them how it works. You know what I mean? Put it, you know, put it together. You know what I mean? Don't, oh, they wear their jeans. So what? You know, bring them into the consciousness of gay ladies, you know, reforce or whatever. That may not be what they wear. But let us make it open for them. This is the consciousness of the 5 people that is together. This is what we talk about here. Young people, education, community change, community improvement. All right? So those, let me see. And then I kind of covered that, because the 6th question was the member of the nation with construction skills who allow participation in construction of the building. All right? Where will we get the money to build the building? The project will be financed with traditional finance instruments, including grants, tax credits, and construction loans paid back from the revenue generated from residential apartments and commercial space. Okay, this is a big one. This is a big one to swallow, and our education has to increase in terms of us having a clear understanding about what this is about. Okay, because now we're going from a renter's mentality to an owner's mentality. And it's a little different. All right? You know, and when we're going into that ownership, then all responsibility. But we don't have 30, 40 million. So we're going to probably have to use somebody else's money. All right? Or we want to use someone else's money on our terms. And we have to get past the point of, oh, well, we allow first, you know, we allow 5%, we can make it happen. Right? That's a lot of money, y'all. It is. You know what I mean? And no, we haven't been. And the most important part is that's not how it's done. Right? That's not how it's done. If we had that over there, Divine Prince had the key to the safe, all right? Now, I put nothing on it, but just for the sake of the conversation. We don't use all our bread to make a project. We leverage that money. All right? So no, that's not how we want to do it. Yes, we want to raise as much money as we possibly can at some point about this project, yes, to show for our ability to actually deal with a project of this size. But that's coming forward. So this is why we have the facts. So I gave y'all some facts, all right? And I'm gonna, in 2 minutes, I'm gonna say the last thing. And that is this. We also conducted focus groups. And just a quick breakdown of focus groups. That's just like everybody in this area, right? In this auditorium right now. And we just broke it down to this group. They wanted to know about how it is with the board, allow school to method. This group wanted to know about the education and how we can further education for allow school to method. If we're going to develop something and allow school to method, what would the educational component look like? That's this group. And then this group over here, what's the third group? Ownership, yes, thank you, Black Justice. Yeah, so the third group is dealing with ownership and how we have to take the steps to get that done. So what we did is we did to a Zoom call. I know everyone is not comfortable with dealing with that technology, but that was part of the pandemic, that we learned from that and we have benefited from that. And currently, there is no way for us to talk to all the regions at the same time or different areas of the country all at the same time and not using the current technology. You know, we're not going to carry a kid we're not doing that. All right, so we know that we're dealing with, technology, and we encourage everyone to give it a try. Maybe, get a child or something, or your teenage or younger person in your family and say, set this up for me. Put this link on Google Calendar so that I can just push it and I'm going to go right to it. And I don't have to go through all these different things. Engage with your children or grandchildren and tell them to set that up. And then get on the call and hear what's being